Okay, let's see. I want to make sure
that it's working.
That would be good, huh? Oh, stupid God. It helps. Helps immensely. Yeah, okay, I think we're okay.
Cool.
So, Kate.
Hi.
It's been a while.
I feel like it's brand new.
It is brand new.
It is brand new in here because we're in the new pod lab.
New pod lab studio
Mm-hmm.
place.
Yeah.
So I think it's been like 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Since we recorded
Yeah.
anything? Yeah, it's been a while. You were out. I was out. There was all kinds of things going on.
Yeah. You went to what? California?
I went to California. Went to a big wedding.
Cool.
It was an Indian wedding, so it was like a 3-day thing.
Oh my gosh, I bet it was so fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Lots of dancing.
Super open and inviting people. I mean, just couldn't have been nicer.
I love it.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
That's so cool.
My my sister-in-law, however,
Mm-hmm.
who is a board certified drunk.
Oh.
Oh my God. I don't give a crap. They do the henna stuff on the hands, right? And she stumbled over and got the henna done on her hand.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say stumbled, I'm not even exaggerating, like stumbled over.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where she got the alcohol, but
okay,
it happened between the time they landed and the time we went to the party, right?
Oh my gosh.
And by the time we got there, she couldn't sit in the seat right. She was falling out of the chair, all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is not a uncommon occurrence either, by the way.
Okay.
She got the henna done on her hand,
Mm-hmm.
and then she proceeded to wipe her face with that hand. And so now she just has the ink all over her face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Karma.
Was not great.
Wow.
Yeah. Then she ends up skipping the wedding. Yeah. For her nephew. So, okay. Whatever. It's an unforgivable type sin.
Yeah.
You know, especially for my wife. She's like, no, thanks. Good.
Yeah. I
anymore.
understand that when people leave your wedding or not come or whatever.
It's just crappy.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that people have things going on, but that thing can be controlled. So,
yeah.
Anyway,
wow.
I figured I'd start with a downer.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think.
It was kind of funny watching her stumble around, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think. What did I went on a trip we have a girl's cousin trip.
Girl's cousin trip, sure.
On my mom's side of the family, the
Presented by Expedia.
Yes, the girl cousins trip that we are starting to do every year.
Yeah.
So we did that, and then I came home. I was there for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Came home.
Where'd you go?
Fredericksburg.
Okay. Sure.
So
yeah.
I was at my parents' house, but
yeah.
everyone flew in and whatever. Then came home for a day, then flew to New Orleans for 3 days.
Yeah.
And I had a girls trip
Voodoo conference.
Mm-hmm. Girls trip with my
Sure.
my best friend and then our really good friend from college. We've been planning this trip for years.
Yeah.
And we keep putting it off. And so we were like, let's
Did you do anything cool there?
Got COVID.
Ah, neat. Went all the way.
I got this really cool shirt.
I like that. Surviving purely out of spite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in a big heart. That's nice.
It's from Mortal Machine. It's like a art gallery there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got a lot of
Mortal Machine.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that.
It's it's a really cool art gallery. And
is it like immersive type thing? Or?
No, I mean, it's just plainly an art gallery.
Really?
Yeah. But the stuff in there is really cool. The artists that they choose are amazing. There were things like a taxidermy squirrel stripping down a pole.
Oh, nice.
But there's another
highbrow stuff.
Yes.
Yeah,
and then there was another artist that took beautiful old oil paintings of portraits or whatever, but would add extra painting on top of it. Mm-hmm. It was one, it was beautiful, and she had her arm over, and then it was her legs. The artist made her legs. It was she's shaving her legs. It was incredible.
That's really cool.
Yeah, but everything I think every piece in that whole place, I would have in my house. And it was really cool.
Including the squirrel on the
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And it was like a flying fox and like all this stuff. But there was like a like crocheted, it looked like dinosaur bones. Like it looked like a skeleton of a dinosaur, but it was all crocheted.
Oh, wow.
It was incredible. Huh. Like some of the coolest stuff. So
crocheted dinosaur bones.
Yeah, I'll have to show it to you when we get done.
You live long enough, you see everything.
Yeah. But yeah, we went, trying to think. Got some, we were going to like have our cards read and everything, but we just ran out of time. It rained a lot there.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, we did a scary tour.
Yeah.
Like haunted voodoo.
Like the graveyard thing? Or?
No, we didn't we went to the graveyards and they closed at 4:30.
The haunted tour of a Macy's. It was great.
It was like a walking tour of like the French Quarter.
Yeah.
And it was like vampires and voodoo and ghosts and
that's cool.
A bunch of people on our
Did you see anything?
Tour caught some like Orby things on for real. Caught like Orby ghost things on camera. It was really cool. But yeah, it was really, really, we had the best like tour guide.
Yeah.
Her name was Jennifer. She's awesome.
Was she just like acting the part kind of thing?
No, she's lived there forever. And like, I mean, she knew everyone that was like all the other tour guides that would go by and people on like all the carriages that would be like, like, hey, Jennifer, like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. She like knew all the locals. She was
a real like insider.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of thing.
And she would be like, hey, if you ever like, there were these two people walking down the street and she's like, oh, they're witches. And if you if you want like your cards read and you want all this stuff, like go there, see them. Like it was really cool.
There goes our day vampires. Sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So
well, good. You had a good time.
Yeah. Like
there you go.
My two friends had never been there. So
you had a good time. You got a souvenir.
Yeah.
And then you came home and you were sick for a while.
12 days.
That sucks.
And I was just in our guest room for 12 days.
Yeah. So you isolated?
Oh yeah. I was sick.
Did you at least like, were you able to catch up on things or do anything? Or were you just so sick that you just didn't want to?
But yeah, I was so like, I'm still like not 100%. And my mom's like, you have long haul. I'm like, great.
Long haul?
Yeah, it's like long haul COVID. Yeah. Because apparently like this strain you can like relapse on. And and Zach's like, that word is not a great term.
No, it's not.
But that's like
what I thought.
That's what all the that's what the TV keeps saying.
I would think that's what the TV keeps saying. I would think relapse only applies to things that you can control.
Right.
You know?
So
maybe not.
I think this is like the strain you can get again very easily, you know.
The strain that keeps on giving.
Yeah. Sure. It sucks. And then like my aunt who has been like avoided COVID the whole time went to Montana and she got COVID and she's like, crap. So, you know.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had it. Or if I did, I didn't know.
That's how But I'm like, I guess I hadn't had it. Like, I did not get it because I literally thought I was dying.
Yeah. I think I've gotten a total of 23 shots now. I think it's been, 4? I think I've gotten 4 shots.
Yeah.
Isn't that about right? Because you get the 2 to start, right?
Yeah.
And then we got a booster, and then we got another booster. Yeah, so 4 shots.
Yeah. I'm
fighting them off with both hands.
You're like, pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get that long COVID in here. I'll take care of it.
Seriously, but I'm glad I'm on this side of it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
Really?
Like how I had it.
Was it just upper respiratory?
So it was like congestion, cough, coughing stuff up, like body aches, fever.
Yeah. Really bad flu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, but also like everywhere, like that I would like touch, like my body, it was like daggers like, in my skin.
Huh.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Like my dog would like jump on the guest bed and I would like die. I would like scream. Wow. Yeah.
So, that is rough.
Yeah. I watched a lot of Drag Race though.
Oh, that's kind of what I was getting to. Yeah. What did you complete?
Drag Race.
Yeah.
Mini seasons. All of the All-Star seasons. Like 5 of the regular seasons.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's your takeaway?
I love it.
That's it?
Yeah, and like
you didn't learn anything profound or
I'm really judgy. I'm like, their padding looks good, or oh no, their padding looks really bad, or like. But now I have also, converted my lovely husband to a fan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say to a drag queen.
No, but I would love that too. It's fine. Yeah. So he's like, did that wig just fly off? Like now that we're actually able to like spend time in the same room, I have just continued. I just like put it on to see. And at first he was like, oh God. But now he's like, oh no, that outfit.
Yeah.
Did their wig just fly off? And I'm like, He's like, oh, they lost an earring. They're lip syncing for their life. Like he is in it.
Lip syncing for their life.
Oh yeah, you better believe it.
Oh my God,
it's awesome.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I wanted my wife to watch Breaking Bad forever.
Yeah.
And Better Call Saul is wrapping up.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think we're gonna start that.
Better Call Saul.
I think we're gonna finish Peaky Blinders, and then we're gonna.
Better Call Saul's so good.
I know. I'm excited.
It's slow burn, but when something happens, it's so good.
You're just like
Yeah. I told her last night. I mean, it is very. I've watched a lot of TV and a lot of movies in my life, and it is very hard to get me to audibly gasp at something. And this show did it, and so I'm like,
that's awesome.
I'm on for life. You know? So anyway, I have wanted her to watch that forever, and the way this season is, they went through episode 6 or 7, whatever it was, and they took a mid-season break, which I think is ridiculous.
I hate when they do that.
6 weeks.
I know.
Mid-season break.
I hate it.
And somebody got ended in that episode. And that was the one where I was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know how it was going to happen.
That sounded so very King of the Hill.
Pretty much, yeah. It was so abrupt. But during that break, I just couldn't get enough. I kept watching like these theory videos, and
I do that. I go down rabbit holes.
Oh my goodness, every single night, right? And so at some point, she just starts like guessing what's going to happen next, and I got her. I mean, you're hooked in now.
Yeah.
So we went to this wedding, and then we came back, and that Monday following that, well, my poor hardworking wife, when we came back, I had to immediately take her to a place in Austin because she had a leadership conference she had to be at for like 3 days.
I know. Yeah.
Super. It sucked, man, because it started that night.
Oh God.
Like we landed, she had basically about 2 hours, and then she was going into a leadership conference. 90s theme. Let's have a party.
And she's like, I just want to go home.
She just wanted to rest.
Yeah.
She sounded so tired.
Oh.
But I texted her and I said, happy BCS day. And she's like, what the hell is that? I said, Better Call Saul day. And I said, I'm going to watch it. She goes, can we watch it again whenever I get home?
And you're like,
I was like, yeah, there we go. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, I love, that's like the best feeling. When they finally are like, hey, let's watch. And you're like, yes. I finally got them. I
have to be very careful though, because I'm that guy going, watch what's going to happen. That kind of thing. I can't. That sucks because I don't like people doing that to me.
I know. I do that and I'm like, are you watching?
Yeah.
Are you watching? And he's like, what? And I'm like, please look up from your phone.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, did you see that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, you need to watch. And he's like, okay. And then I'll look over and he's like completely engulfed and like, so I'm like, okay. Because that's how we are with this season of Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
We watched.
Is this the last one of that one?
I think there's supposed to be one more.
Really?
I don't know. But we got like 3 or 4 episodes in and we were like, ugh. So we just went away from it. Mm-hmm. And last night I was like, we don't have really anything else to watch. And you've watched Drag Race for like 3 days now. So let's watch Peaky Blinders. And he was like, okay. And we watched like 1 episode. And usually he's like asleep.
Yeah.
Like halfway through an episode. And I like look over and he's just like wide awake. I'm like, okay. Because it was actually a good episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So we got an episode and a half, which
Lots
is huge.
Lots of people getting cut with hats.
No.
Really?
None this season.
Oh, wow.
Actually, I think 1 was this season, but it's different.
I am way behind.
It's
I should watch it.
Yeah. And like, it's such a good show. But and then we finished The Boys. Finally, it's taken us like 4 weeks.
That's a whole thing.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Did you see this season?
Oh yeah.
The first episode.
Yeah.
Zach was like,
never seen anything like that.
Zach was just he looked at me. He goes, "Is this what I think?" And I was like, He was just, oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I was like,
rough.
And this season was I thought it was good.
It was great. The season is great, but it is rough and it is adults only.
Oh,
and my goodness.
Yeah, lots of adults only, and lots of a little bit predictable.
A little bit, yeah.
But it's a superhero show that's based on a comic book.
Yeah.
So what?
I just love the take on it. I mean, that Superman's bad, basically.
Oh yeah.
Superman's an asshole.
Yeah, and there's like Nazis.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
Like it's really crazy.
It's starting to sync up with real life, honestly.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot of spins in there. That's like this like bubble world that a lot of like real life things that they're making it superhero version. But you're like, oh, that's happening now.
Yeah. It's really kind of scary how a comic book is coming to life. I don't understand what's going on in
2022, baby.
23 and 24 are going to be rough.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's running again, so that'll be fun.
Isn't there like an age limit or something?
You would think so, but no. Biden's 104.
But you have to be 35 to run.
Yeah, 35 to run, but there's no age limit.
Yeah.
All right, what are we looking at?
I don't know.
It's a grab bag.
It's the grab bag of the
It's
Lowe's.
the Lowe's grab bag.
Come on, Lowe's.
Oh boy, this is nice. Okay. So I got to remember how to do this again. It's a nice blue tint plastic.
I like it.
Yeah. And it is a Scotch C-120 Highlander low noise.
Homelander.
Highlander. There can only be one.
Yeah.
Sunday, July. What would you say that is? Sunday, July.
July 19th.
See what I'm saying?
20th.
Okay. That's what I thought, but it also looks like VO. 1981?
1981. This actually I don't know if we can play that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
2 hours music, last 100 years.
I think it's 2 hours of music over the last 100 years.
139 songs.
Yeah, so it might be a lot of licensing issues.
Well, I hope not. I hope maybe it's original music,
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd be wonderful if I can get this thing open.
We forgot how to work
everything.
Forgot how
to do. Okay, so let's see. Let's turn this all the way up. Well, they really packed in those songs, didn't they?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's try the other side. Yeah.
Back to our regular scheduled programming of us going,
We did it. Yeah, that's a little, what's his name? What's the guy's name?
I don't know.
That was Sweet Caroline.
Yeah. Who is that?
But that was Coming to America.
Oh.
Neil Diamond.
Oh. Is this Annie?
Yeah, that's from Annie. This is really covering the spectrum here. This is nice.
I think I've realized that I don't like Neil anyone. Neil Diamond, Neil Young. I'm sorry, I can't.
I don't like it.
Oh,
somebody's coughing. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
My nephew really knows how to pickle.
Is that Dreamgirls? What was that?
I don't know what that was, but you're recording this like out loud?
Yeah, I mean, like I think microphone to the speaker.
Yeah.
Instead of just putting a tape in. Oh, I know the song.
This is literally a TV show.
Yeah. Is it like American Bandstand?
Well, I think it's a retrospective kind of thing.
Huh.
Papers.
They're reading the newspaper and coughing. They're like,
this is great.
Oh my gosh.
That Ronald Reagan, he really did it again.
Caw.
Right here in my heart.
What's with all the papers?
I want you to know that I know the truth.
I don't know.
There's just a lot going on.
Yeah. the fact that they are recording it.
It's and just so goofy.
It just gets the environmental noise as well.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah. What are you going to do with this? You know? I mean, what do you do with it? You passing this to your friends?
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, yeah, I listened to 12 minutes total of you coughing. It's like... readjusting.
Just so much going on.
Yeah.
People, I'm going to, I know a lot of you are not recording stuff with tapes anymore, but just in case you do, just remember, the microphone picks up everything.
Yeah, don't fart.
No. I just, when I hear stuff like this, though, I feel like I'm in the room with them. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying in my head to
build your environment in your head.
Yeah, yeah. For some reason, this is an old chain-smoking lady in a polyester suit.
Well, see, in my head, I keep going back to the yoga meditation. The environment I built in my head for that, I keep going back to it.
I see wood paneling.
That's like my new house.
Is it?
Wood paneling.
Yeah?
Yeah. We have Naughty Pine lawyers paneling.
Lawyers paneling. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Yeah. And it's all Naughty Pine, so it's like real yellow.
All right. I'm going to flip this just to make sure we're not missing anything in the middle of the second side, like somebody's will.
God. Please. I want to find a funeral being recorded.
It's been real pretty and sunny for the last few days. But today it has rained, and our dog's wanting to come in, and Lamar's mixing him some milk to go out and feed him.
Oh, Lamar.
We live at Marietta, Oklahoma at 104 Wood Street.
Dear God, the address.
I'll talk.
Good morning.
I'll talk natural. Talk natural.
Been a bad day today. Raining.
I told that.
Cold, windy.
Say something I haven't said.
No, you didn't.
I have just painted the fireplace, fixed the tiles on the fireplace, and put the grout in them, and painted the painted the fireplace white, painted the coffee table white, and the little nightstand white that we use as a little end table.
Sure.
We got it when Richard was a tiny baby, and unfinished, and I've painted it through the years. I have my typewriter and adding machine out here on the by my divider that I painted that we bought from Deanie, and I fixed ivy all up around the windows, and we took our big stained glass hanging lamp and put an antique bracket up at the window, and has hung it on it where I could have a reading light over my red velvet chair. These two chairs, Lamar's old
now I see a reading light over a red velvet
his old chair, and this one that we bought from Naoma, we had covered in red velvet. And they are so pretty, and we have them on each side of the white fireplace, and then the big hanging stained glass lamp right over my where I can read. Have ivy and another plant there by the fireplace, and all the plants rearranged and all of it swept across the den there. But I've still got boxes of records here to put away. I've got 6 pots of geraniums that have just started blooming beautiful over at the little southwest windows, and it's still paint and glue and nails and all kinds of stuff that's sitting on a table that I've got to put away in proper places tomorrow.
Who do you think this is for?
I don't know, but it's funny. I got this in that house.
In which house?
That they just.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we went there and bought out this house of stuff.
Yeah.
And the stuff she's describing, I'm like, oh no, we bought that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have the red velvet chair?
No, they were recovered.
Oh,
yeah, because their kids were there and they were.
Well, she painted it throughout the years and recovered it.
Yeah, the stained glass light though we have.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's super cool, though.
Yeah.
Today is March the 5th, 1984, and it's cold, and it's snowing over in the west of us.
That was it.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a
My mom sang this to me every morning. Wow.
I have a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Oh, wow.
La da da da.
It does really bring back.
For real.
La da 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 da.
She's improving.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I have a wonderful feeling. Everything's going my way.
Yeah, she went for it there at the end.
Have you realized every grandmother sings the exact same way?
Yeah.
Like grandmother
it's a
figure.
little warbly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting.
There's something really touching about this, though.
Oh, absolutely. I was like, God.
I was like making fun of it at first, and then I'm like, well, this is kind of nice.
I know.
I mean, it's really
makes me think of my grandma.
I kind of go to sleep to this.
I know. It's so sweet.
All right, one last time.
You see what you done? You knocked down my recorder deal. Are you wanting to play in here with me?
Oh, it's a dog.
Dog cat.
And I was walking along the river, and I saw a little old man, no teeth, really what we would call dirty because we're clean.
Can't say that.
You know, it's all relative. Drinking a bottle of old, cheap California wine, piece of cheese, big grin on his face, sparkly, crisp, clean little eyes. And I passed by, and I almost passed him by. And he said, "Good morning, son."
Is this religious?
It has to be.
Yeah.
It's a sermon.
Son is my buddy. So I sat down and we started rapping. We shared the wine, we shared the cheese, and we also shared philosophy. And I said to this man whom we might have passed by, I said, "You know, you look so happy and contented and centered and peaceful.
I'm drunk."
He said, "Indeed I do." Did I know his hesitation? "Indeed I do." I said, "Would you share it with me?" "Of course, son." He said, "If you want to live happy all of your life, always keep your mind full and your bowels empty."
Okay.
There's a good ending.
Cool. Sorry.
This is just so.
It's so random, but it's so sweet. Like
it's so slice of lifey, you know. I mean, it's just. I really enjoyed that. That was fun.
That's the life that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Yeah, it does suck that doesn't happen anymore.
Like.
I may actually listen to this throughout the day.
Seriously.
Just for the hell of it.
Yeah, it would actually be really. Huh. I'm interested to see what else.
Make no exception.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Just in time.
Get out of the trenches of tedious tasks like managing order fulfillment and start growing your business with ShipStation. They'll help increase profitability by automating your workflow with their simple, easy-to-use dashboard. With it, you can pretty much do everything you need to quickly and easily. Update order information, print labels, compare rates, optimize shipments, and even set up automatic delivery notifications. And it doesn't matter where you sell. Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Shopify, ShipStation can integrate pretty much anywhere online. Another great thing about ShipStation? They can help reduce costs with industry-leading discounted rates from some of the biggest mail carriers. You might even be able to get up to 89% off USPS and UPS rates. So, make this year your most profitable one yet. Sign up for your free 30-day trial at ShipStation.com and use the code Spotify. That's ShipStation.com with the code Spotify.
Do you think people would download this and listen to it if we put it on?
I would.
Really?
Yeah. It would be really cool if like the cool ones that we could put up for people to download.
I mean, not the other side, but this one, it's kind of cool. But
even, I mean, honestly, so many people, like, if we put it up as a mix, I don't know how you can do that. Yeah. But some people will never hear some of those songs.
That's true.
On their own.
It's true.
And then they can go, what is this?
Yeah.
And they can, Google the lyrics, and then it expands their music,
It's really not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Put some of these weird tapes up.
Absolutely.
Like the basketball game one. And
stuff like that. The basketball game one was so cool. The spy one.
Oh, yeah, the spy one.
That we still have to redo.
Yeah, we have to redo that one. Yeah. Y'all don't know about the spy one.
Yeah, you will. You will. But that one is cool.
That one is super cool. I really enjoyed that.
And I love the blue.
Yeah, it's a great way to come back to this show. I mean, because this is exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah. Even though like we've talked about 1,000 times, we've come across licensed music and all that stuff. That's going to happen. Mm-hmm. We're going to come across a lot of religious stuff. That's going to happen because that was also so huge.
Yeah, it was big. Yeah.
I mean, it still is, but not.
Well, I'm just saying with audio cassettes, it was gigantic.
Oh.
That and like leader type stuff.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Here's how you change your life.
Focus on the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, so it's.
Oh, my God. I forgot to tell you something.
What?
When they were redoing this place, up in the attic, an entire box of Trump University tapes and books.
No way.
It's like the entire course.
Can we listen to it?
It's around here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll get it.
Listen
and
to one.
We'll listen to it next time.
Oh my God.
We can go to Trump University virtually.
Well, that's what we should put. We should just put up the Trump University
just put
tapes.
it all up and just wait for the lawsuit.
Just wait for it. Yeah. God.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, oh my, you can't even imagine how much that cost. It had to be expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Just like his steaks, had to be super expensive.
If you like really
only
think about
the finest meat.
Yeah, like no one really talks about it.
Yeah.
But all the money that people don't really realize that, like, for him, for example, since we're talking about him, like that, how much money does he make from that? Like,
well, all of those for-profit universities, scams, all that stuff. Yeah,
it's just wild. Just.
All right, let's move
crazy.
on. All right, Super Low's bag. People love that sound.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this has a top label on it.
And a label there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What does it say?
It says a study of Revelation. Oh, this is Jimmy Swaggart.
Is it Jimmy Swaggart?
Yeah, Jimmy Swaggart.
Okay, this is a shout out to my grandma. My mama. She's a Jimmy Swaggart fan.
Is she?
She's the wife of a Pentecostal preacher.
What did she think about the 70-foot tall Jesus or whatever that he saw?
What? I don't.
He saw a 70-foot tall Jesus that told him to do better or something.
Well, actually,
that was after he got caught with the prostitute.
I was about to say, I don't know if she likes him anymore. I don't know. I just remember hearing about him when I was younger, and she'd call him Brother Swaggart.
Oh, Brother Swaggart.
Well, yeah, I mean, my grandpa was a Pentecostal preacher, so everyone was,
This is a TDK IECI Type 1 normal position D90.
Wow.
Yeah. For all you tape heads out there. Uh-oh.
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 It's like,
Well, it just stopped on me. I don't know what. Let's see. Let's turn it over.
Which is a God love, and phileo, which is a brotherly love. Mm-hmm. And of course, in our own country here, we have Philadelphia, and it's called the city of brotherly love because the word comes from phileo, which means brotherly love.
Okay, show them this church right up here, where it existed in that part of the world. Now, maybe some folk, there it is right there. Now, this is Italy, as you can see, way up here. And there's Rome way up there. There is Jerusalem way down here. You can try to bring it a little close to you. So that was about halfway. And that country now would be what? What did we say?
Turkey.
Turkey.
We're going to go to, I said we're going to go to Jerusalem.
It was Asia Minor.
Asia Minor. And Greece was right down in here.
This is okay, I have to, while you're flipping this over.
Yeah.
So this is a picture that my dad had never seen.
Ooh.
This is my dad right here.
Yeah, you got to send me that picture.
And this is my grandpa that was a Pentecostal preacher.
Look at those ears.
I know. They all have them.
Wow.
But that's my grandma and her wiglet.
Man, that is some hair.
That's my aunt and my 2 uncles.
I love those pants.
Oh, I know. And I was like, Dad. He goes, yeah, they always put us in matching pants. And I was like, but why wasn't?
Well, that almost looks like back in the day, you would buy like a bolt of fabric and then make pants for everybody or dresses for everybody.
But I'm also like, dang, like, where's that cool picture? Like,
yeah.
Like, they had the coolest. Oh, Miss MHS 1978.
Oh.
My mom. Remember when we talked about it? Yeah.
That's a beautiful picture, though.
I know.
It really is. It's a wonderful picture.
Yeah. I found all the. Oh, and that's the. Well, that's the original Katie Montgomery thing. Yeah. Because my grandma ripped it all out when my grandpa was, because he's in that picture behind her.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
To the bride of Christ, which is spoken of later.
Right.
The city comes down.
That's right. We'll get to that sometime later. But he made a very good point there, that the body of Christ. Now think of that. We use the term all the time. I'm a member of the body of Christ, and we should.
Did he say I'm a member of the body of Christ?
Better be. And I'm a part of the body of Christ, et cetera, and that's all correct.
He's a nipple.
But let's dissect that term just a little bit.
Stop.
Okay. All right, we're good there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy.
I was scrolling back through the pictures. So we found out that our family on the girls' trip.
Yeah.
We did some
cousin
ancestry.
Girls.
Yeah, the cousin girls
girls trip.
This this is the ancestor.
Yeah. Really?
Yes. And his name was John Sheffield.
Yeah.
And he was the first Duke of Buckingham in Normanby. And he owned
Normanby?
Normanby. Not Normandy, Normanby.
Okay.
We owned, our family, that side of the family, owned Buckingham Palace and sold it to
Buckingham Palace?
He's the Duke of Buckingham. Sold Buckingham Palace to the royals in 1761.
Wow.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's kind of good. Do you like that kind of stuff? Like the family tree stuff?
Yeah, and we found out that one of our oldest ancestors in like London was one of the original Knights Templar members.
Really?
And is buried in that secret building
Curse
in London.
Oak Island kind of thing, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like my cousin apparently like went and they found the building and you can look through these weird little windows and they're buried in their tombs in a circle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you can't go in there. There's like no doors.
That kind of stuff freaks me out a little bit.
I love it.
Because of all the,
It's like Da Vinci Code.
Yes. Because of all of the ritualistic stuff that goes along with it. That's why it creeps me out a little bit.
And it's funny because like cults and like witchcraft and all that stuff is very like scary to people. Like,
yeah.
But then you look at history and you're like, oh, everything was very culty
everywhere.
and ritualistic.
Yeah, it was everywhere.
And, what are we talking about?
Day one.
Yeah. And then, then you go, oh, Salem witch trials. A woman could look at you wrong and be like, witch, let's kill her. Like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy. It really is crazy.
People are so scary.
Okay. It feels like Halloween every time I reach in it. All right. This is more like it right here. Success Motivation Institute. This is where my grandfather and my dad worked at one point.
No.
Yep. They made these tapes.
Oh, yeah, because they worked at Word?
No, it was SMI.
Oh,
SMI,
okay.
Success Motivation Institute. Yep. It's behind Genie Car Wash, or it used to be behind Genie Car Wash on Valley Mills Drive in Waco, Texas.
Oh, and that road, and then there's a big building?
Back there.
No way.
It's where my grandfather cut off the top of his hand.
Oh,
and
had to have
and had to have like a skin graft. It's where he lost his hearing because of the presses and stuff.
Oh
I mean, God. It was he gave everything he had. Success Motivation Institute, Inc. This is Lesson 7, your personal plan of action, and Lesson 8, your organizational plan of action.
Okay.
This is part of the Sales Manager's Motivation Program.
So, organization for a sales manager. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Write everything down, Jeff. The end.
The end.
Okay, so it says, nice little insert here. This is basically what they did. They printed stuff.
That.
Yeah, my dad and my grandfather were both printers. Like that's what they did.
I love it.
My dad, he was in the Air Force about the Korea War time.
Okay.
Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a printer.
Mm-hmm.
He would have guys come to him with briefcases like that were handcuffed to him.
What?
And he couldn't look at the documents whenever he was copying them and printing them.
Okay, so hold on.
Yeah.
Handcuffed briefcase.
Mm-hmm.
Open it.
Mm-hmm.
Just take one out and
one
while
out,
they're just
copy
standing
it.
there.
Yep.
Because
and then they'll check it and give it back to him. Yep. Isn't that crazy?
that's like some like DB Cooper stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched the whole thing on DB Cooper.
So did I.
Yeah.
That's something I watched during.
It was very.
They were like, we found him. Just kidding.
It was very unfulfilling.
Yeah, we aren't further
No.
in finding out who he is than
Not at all.
before we started that.
I think it's the CIA, but that's just me.
You think he was part of the CIA?
I think he was part of the CIA. I think whenever he went over and did all that stuff, he was part of the CIA, and there's a lot of stuff that's still classified.
You think it's that guy?
Probably.
That CIA guy that died?
I think it's that original guy.
Richard or
whatever it was.
Whatever,
the guy that was in the Army or whatever.
Yes.
And then he just like disappeared with the other CIA guy for a while.
Yeah. But what was the point of
the
money?
I think him doing that was just to do it.
Okay.
Because he wanted to pull something like that off. Yeah.
And they couldn't really prosecute him.
They couldn't prosecute him because all the other crap would come out.
Right.
And so I think they either killed him or he died or what,
Or he got. Do you think he got money for the CIA?
No. I think that
you don't think?
Well, maybe.
That he did that.
But I don't think the money he stole on the plane was anything to do with the CIA. I think that was just him going, screw you, I'm going to do a thing.
Yeah. I think it's...
Because why $200,000 and why leave a bunch of it behind?
Yeah, because it's like... But then...
And he had to have help.
Oh.
There's just no doubt.
Where he landed and having to get help, like...
There's no way that you pick up your parachute and you do all the stuff and you don't leave a trace and all that. Come on.
Yeah. And it's in all the people that...
The thing that got me the most was like the CooperCon that they go to.
Oh my God.
They have a convention.
Yeah.
All they do is talk about DB Cooper.
Yeah. And it's like everyone that could be him is 99% dead.
That's right. 99% dead.
Like
they're all clinging on.
Yeah. Like they're, and you would think if I was a serial killer or if I was a DB Cooper or whatever, I would definitely bedside confession.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'd want to like clear your mind of that.
Unless you're just
a awful person.
Well,
you're like
maybe you are. You have serial killed.
Yes.
So.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying like in the DB Cooper era or like that type of person, he didn't hurt anyone.
No,
he didn't. So you would think you'd be like, hey, by the way, I'm DB Cooper.
Yeah. Croak.
And like and like, I don't know. Because if I was him and I knew that I was like, I pulled off like the biggest, unsolved heist kind of like that.
Yeah.
I would keep my parachute. I would keep everything for proof.
And it's funny it's Curse of Oak Island kind of. I'm thinking about that too. Like they pull up one piece of fabric that's like an inch by an inch, and they go, "Here's part of the parachute." No, it's not,
and they were
man.
like, "Here's
come on.
strap."
Yeah, come on, that's not.
Yeah,
that's
and it's
nothing
like
they were like, "Well, this was a place that was used for logging quite a bit." And I'm like, "Well, come on,
like, dude,
you can't prove anything."
I know, and it's like all the little stuff that comes out. They're like, "Well, it was used for logging, and there was a lot of straps that were used to."
How about that guy that was into it and then completely switched on the other guy? He was like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go and we're gonna get this made and we're gonna do this documentary and all this stuff." And then he goes, "Nah, never mind. I don't think he did it."
Yeah,
man, come on.
Nah.
And then they didn't talk for 20 years or whatever it was.
I know, it's crazy.
Okay, so lesson 7: your personal plan of action. How to select goals, why written goals, obstacles and roadblocks, solutions, target dates, and rewards. And then lesson 8, and I have no idea which side we're going to listen to, but lesson 8, your organizational plan of action, internal changes, relating organizational goals to personal goals, and then last but not least, helping salesmen become goal-directed. That sounds great.
Helping salesmen. Salesman or salesman?
Salesman.
Salesman.
One word.
Helping salesmen become goal-directed. That's just a commission-based job.
Mm-hmm. It's all doublespeak. is what it is. You know, I mean, it's just words for word's sake.
Why written goals?
Why written goals?
Target dates. Rewards.
Dates for targets. Okay, this is nothing right now. Let's turn it over.
Oh, I found some crazy stuff in our house.
Yeah? I hear people talking outside and they should shut up.
They're yelling.
Yeah.
Because we bought it up with the contents and we found a bunch of stuff in the attic. And like a bunch of every letter. He was in World War II.
Wait, who? What?
Sorry. Our house that we bought.
The one you're redoing. Yeah.
Yeah, so we bought it with contents. So we found all like the dad's World War II stuff. Because they bought the house in 1957, so we're only the second owner.
Oh, wow.
And he was in World War II, and there was, I found every letter. He was a prisoner of war. He was missing in action. Wow. I found every letter he wrote to and received from his family. I found
all the POW letters?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
And they're like these fragile things from Germany. He was captured in Germany, and he was in France, and he was captured in like all this crazy stuff.
Huh.
It's really, really, and I found like all of his, like when he was, like from the president of the United States stuff when he was in.
Are they still living?
No. So he passed away a long time ago, but the wife was 99.
Yeah.
And she passed away in February.
I just want to turn on the recorder and read those letters.
Yeah, I have them. We could read them.
Super fun.
We could just sit and read them, and
that'd be super cool.
And it's and like pictures and it's so neat and like stuff. He got sent stuff from LBJ.
Oh yeah.
Like because he started doing the reserves. Yeah. He was like huge, big, major something.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure something out because
that'd be cool.
We found.
I just want to read them. I just personally want to read them. I think it'd be just super cool to read.
Yeah, because
are they legible? I mean,
most of 90%. I sat and read some, and I was like, wow, because it was stuff like, hey, Mom, like I'm fine. Don't send me this, but you can only send me this type of stuff. They'll take it. Like, and then there was stuff from like training camp and when he was like hurt. I mean, just all kinds of really cool. I mean, it's like a box.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
That's super cool.
But yeah, this made me think about it.
Let's try this other side. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Let me try fast forward. That is the absolute end of that side. So let's turn that over. Which that's okay. It gives us a starting place, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to fast forward just a little bit. I'm going to yell at people after this.
There's no established plan.
He's talking in a tunnel.
Where they want to get. Grass.
What is happening? Is he just humming?
That's what it sounds like. Here's how you do some sales.
You just hum at someone till they buy something.
I don't want to buy it. Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
Tangible. Specific examples.
He's talking in a tunnel.
He's like tape. This tape is so old. Yeah, it's seen better days. That's too bad. I really wanted to organize my sales.
Organize your sales.
Organize my sales. That's all right. Maybe somebody will get something out of it. Sales goals, kids.
Sales goals.
All right. One more and we're done. Yeah. That is the sound of audio joy. All right, here we go. This is another TDK IECI or IEC1. It is a D90. No markings. It is a smoky tape. Smoky in color.
Smoky. I was about to say smoke on the water, but you know.
Yeah, you get fined for that.
I love that song.
Oh, come on. Don't disappoint. All right, let's try the other side. I tell you what, if this doesn't pan out, I'm going to listen to more of that lady talking about her day.
Oh, for real. Nothing.
I think we got a blank tape. I'm going to fast forward. We just can't go out this way.
No, we have to go out on our sweet little lady.
Sweet grandma. She loves them dogs.
She's like, you knocked off my recorder.
You knocked off my recorder thing.
Yeah, recorder thing. Oh, my God, it's so sweet.
Right. You hear something?
Yeah, it sounds like scratching.
This was recorded inside a coffin.
Stop. Saved by the Bell.
Hey, something did happen. So this super USB cassette capture device that I'm holding here.
Yeah.
I ordered this months and months ago, right? I mean, we had it at the old place, and I had it for a couple of months before that, before we started. I got a letter in the mail the other day from the company in China that made this.
Yeah.
And when I tell you it's a letter, I mean, it was the whole front of the letter thanking me for buying it and telling me how great they love their customers and why, they should have gotten to us sooner and said something nice or whatever.
God.
And then sent like this whole thing of like these beautiful butterfly flower paper cutout things and said, that those are good luck. People put them on their windows and all this stuff. It was very, very unexpected, especially from like, unnamed company on Amazon kind of thing. So.
Dang, you need to let me know who it was because I want to get one.
Yeah.
Like just so I can have it because there's stuff that's like, it's like
you can't have one because you'll be previewing.
No. I find so many cool ones, but it's like Dolly Parton mixtape, and I'm like, I want to listen to a Dolly Parton mixtape.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because we can't listen to it on here, but I find those all the time.
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, because I appreciate the art of cassette tapes.
Not only that, but then if you get the coughs and stuff in it, you would be like, oh, that's kind of homey.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, there's nothing on this one. Yeah.
Well, dang.
Well,
I did find a package of brand new unrecorded ones.
Like never used?
Yes, in our new house.
I'm assuming you can record on this, right?
Yeah. Huh. Or we should just find.
I would assume.
Gosh, we should just like take the sweet grandma one and like record them on cassette tapes and send them out to people.
Hey, guess what you're getting?
Yeah.
Sweet grandma.
Like if people send us really cool ones they find, we'll send them a really cool one that we've recorded.
Ooh. Just send a...
Yeah, we can trade tapes.
Start like a Reddit service where we... Okay.
We should start a Reddit.
We should.
And have people send them.
A brain bank. They should have, because I think the Converse in our country...
Converse All-Stars.
I don't think that's what it was. Sure.
Did you wear Converse as a kid?
I did not.
Really? Were they too flat?
Too flat. Yeah. They hurt my feet.
Yeah. I like them. But
shoes that hurt my feet.
Yeah. I have plantar fasciitis.
I do too.
And I still wear them. And I
and then you're like, dear God, why did I do this? Every time.
Yeah. But I still like, I love Converse. And I'll wear them till like I blow them like the sides out.
Well, that's what I do with Vans.
Oh.
Like I'll blow Vans out.
Yeah, but Vans are just as flat.
And they
just have a platform, a little bit of a platform.
Plus, you can just slip them on and off.
I know.
That's the part I like most.
I know. I love Vans.
And
can we get sponsored by Vans, please?
Hey, Vans, are you listening?
Yeah, or Converse.
Yeah, I mean, sure, we'll take Converse if we have to.
Yeah, send me some of those really cute Valentine's Day high tops with the pink hearts on the side. Thank you.
You know what I do like is when people hand paint them.
I know.
Those are super cool.
I've always been like, I'm going to do it, and then I can't commit.
Really?
Because I'm like, if I screw it up, I'm going to be pissed.
That's why you buy the ones at Walmart.
No,
just paint them.
I can't. I could do a tester pair and then go, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wear off-brand. Sorry. Not when it comes to shoes like that.
Sure.
Because everyone's like, what are those? Fans?
Oh,
cool. Or like the like Shaq shoes.
Yeah.
At Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, that's cute.
It's like getting the and ones. And...
yeah. Like, that's cute.
But it's $6.95. Just once say, what the hell, I'll take 6.
Okay, this has to be a stand-up. They would not do that in church.
No. This is definitely a guy
like a Johnny Carson
thing.
type of
like that. Yeah.
We have nothing to worry about.
This long.
Yeah.
Oh, we think, isn't that marvelous wisdom? And then we collect and we collect and we collect. And we build bigger burglar alarms. Worry more about leaving the house. And we buy bigger cars and we're afraid to have them dented. If you have an old junk, you say, run into me, sister. Brother, try bashing me in the back, see if I care. You know, my God, someone put a scratch.
This confuses the crap out of me because he says brother, sister, like a religious thing, but then he also cursed.
Maybe it's a
worry about. I'm not advocating having nothing.
Maybe it's like a Christian comedian.
Being professional collectors. You know, some of us have never thrown away anything in our lifetime.
And it's like a
full of things we'll never use.
It's like a conference, but they're like, we're edgy.
We're edgy. We say hell.
We say hell. But like, you know, but we can say hell when they're talking about a place. But when you say hell when we're just talking about something, it's like, ooh,
no,
girl.
You can't say the hell of it or anything like that. No. Yeah, my church would have doubled over.
Yeah, I feel like our old preacher would have said it.
He would have said hell?
I feel like, but he was also like white suit.
I think our old
Dr.
preacher.
Puckett.
Dr. Puckett.
Yeah, he was so cool. My brother like would ask him like my brother was like 4.
Yeah.
And was asked my mom to go talk to Dr. Puckett because he had some questions. So like my mom took him and he was like, where were we before the beginning?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh crap. Mm-hmm. Like this kid.
You're not supposed to ask that kid.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my brother was just like, I need to know.
Yeah.
And he was just like,
I don't really blame him.
Yeah.
I mean, I think those are all good questions, and I think we get scared in our life to ask those type of questions.
My brother was like, you know, a baby.
Yeah. He didn't care. He didn't think. Yeah.
Because, and like, I was always a kid that was like, well, why? Why?
Yeah, that's the scariest thing to
And my mom was like, you would ask like, who?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why?
Mm-hmm.
And like that, you know.
Well, that's one of the scariest things to any religion is people who actually dig into it or ask questions.
And my mom was like, I don't understand where y'all came from because y'all would never just take an answer for what it was.
Your mother's not like that?
No, she is, but she's a lot of like, I think as she's gotten older, she's like, well, you just have to like, just have faith about it. And I'm like,
well, yeah.
Right. But why?
Right.
You know, and we've just always been that way. And she's like, I don't know where y'all got it.
Faith is one of those words that they use as almost a weapon. You know, they're like, oh, but you have to have faith.
Yeah. But my mom also, she has been, as she's gone older, she's like, well, you just have to like, you know, I think because her and my dad have both been like, oh, we're like closer to dying than we are to, you know, so they're kind of going through this like weird, like,
get it.
What, you know, and she's like, now I understand why y'all questioned everything as a kid.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing that as an adult.
Yeah.
Cause she was born in 1960.
Mm-hmm.
So everything was just like, like, here it is. Yeah. Don't question it.
You do it this way. You don't ask questions.
You go to church on Sunday. You have Sunday, you know, all this stuff. You don't question it. That's just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in 91 in the era of, well, why?
Not quite the same. Yeah.
My brother was born in 85. Like we were in that.
Well, think about all the things that happened between the time she was born and the time you were born.
Oh my God.
All the wars, all the international incidents, the presidents that resigned. I mean,
technology change.
Yeah.
Alone.
That I think the times shape us into the people we become.
Yeah.
And I think is your brother still like that? Does he still ask those questions?
Yeah, he's very like, well, why did that happen?
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
What does he do?
He owns a couple companies. I mean, and it's just, you know, nothing like, he's not a doctor or a scientist or anything. But I think
because you're not valuable unless you're a doctor or a scientist.
No. I'm saying like, and because they're put in a whole different position because they deal with a lot of different things. But I think like life has. Trying to think. I think life has done some.
It's weird how
doozies to my brother.
Yeah, it's weird how it kind of squeezes it out of you.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and like for him, he's like, you know, at 17 years old, he had friends that were murdered, things like that. Really? So yeah, wow. So and it was like a huge thing in McKinney, and it was whatever. This is awful. So it's like
that is terrible.
There's just like different things that like happened in his life or my life or my mom's life. Like they're all so different, but we were the era of like questioning everything. So it's like, well, then why'd that happen?
Sure.
Like, you know, well, he's very like, if God's real, why would he let that kind of stuff happen?
Yes, absolutely.
That's where he's at. I think still.
It's always been my question.
Yeah,
like,
and it's just
why are these kids all dying? I don't understand.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, everyone has their own beliefs, and that's great and fine. Yeah. But you know, with this kind of stuff, it's
asking
just like,
questions is not a bad thing. It can't be a bad thing.
Never. And like that's, I think kids now are not allowed to.
Science. It's the, you know. I mean,
I think, and I think also people don't like talk anymore. They're like, look it up. Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, and we're in a weird era that so there was a commercial for Holiday Inn Express a while back. It's probably 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And it was this woman, she goes, you know, it's when they were saying, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. And so they knew how to do everything or whatever. Mm-hmm. And she goes, I read an article. Well, I read part of an article. And that, to me, is our society now.
They read a headline.
It's only headlines. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I've got a Pixel, and it's got the Google News feed thing on it, and it's just headlines. That's all it is. I don't even click on them half the time.
Well, and they're, like, I have an iPhone, and, you know, you scroll left, and it's just like the news.
Yeah.
Half of them you have to pay for.
Yeah.
But you still see the headline.
Yeah.
So you go, I want to read that, but I have to pay for it. So I'm just going to take the headline, and if you take that one sentence, you can morph that sentence into 35 different stories.
And you know,
and that's what people go, I saw it. I read an article. You saw a headline.
Make fun of it as much as you want, but TMZ won. I mean, they 100%. Won this whole thing. You know, they were like, oh, clickbait? Sure, let's do that forever.
Yeah.
And that's our news now is clickbait.
Everything. For the most part. Yeah, everyone's like, we want the most clicks, we want the most viewers, and they count viewers by clicks. And if they charge, you still get a click. Yeah. So you still get a view.
Yeah.
Even if it's even if it's the, hey, if you want to see this, it's 99 cents. That's still a view.
Oh yeah, sure.
So you know, like now I understand why celebrities and the people are like, yeah, don't believe everything you read. Like it's just a bunch of crap, and you know, everyone's like, okay, but it's true.
It's just headlines.
Yeah, it's wild.
All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna play a little bit more of our sweet, sweet grandmother.
I know, I love her.
And here we go.
These two chairs, Lamar's old, his old chair, and this one that we bought from Naoma, we had covered in red velvet, and they are so pretty, and we have them on each side of the white fireplace, and then the big hanging stained glass lamp right over my
that's the one you have.
Where I can read.
I think we sold it.
Have ivy and another plant there by the fireplace, and all the plants rearranged and all of it swept across the den there, but I've still got boxes of records here to put away. I've got 6 pots of geraniums that have
been
just
fun.
started.
This has been so fun.
Yep. She made my day.
Yeah, I love her. We need to make some copies of that.
Yeah. Let me see what I can do.
Glue.
I'll bring you some blanks.
Thank you again.
Yeah.
For bringing these tapes in.
Of course.
And thank you for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
Whoever you are. We appreciate it, and we'll do it again sometime.
At some point.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a month from now.
Yeah. No, this is fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Until I look back and see how deep my valley, how high the hill, and each step nearer to eternity. I know not what my future holds.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.